Today we got a 2003 Honda Accord. The AC is not cold at all. Okay, so this is the line right here. I touched it with the AC on. So it's a good example that this system does not have a Freon in it. Refrigeration is supposed to be 19 ounces, 19.4. That's about a little bit more than a pound. Anyways, both fans come on. We already checked the relays and fuses. Both of these fans come on. And the compressor clicks on, so we're gonna start it and check just to show you that compressor come on, but the line does not get cold. And that's just example that it has pressure in it, but it's got to be probably air pressure, not refrigeration. Okay, so let's crank this baby up. Okay, so you might not be able to hear me because the camera goes to a fail-safe mode for voice if it's too loud. There you go. The compressor clicked on right down there. That's the compressor right down there. Fan came on, but the AC is not cold at all, okay? So we're gonna hook up the AC machine and we're gonna vacuum everything and we'll put some UV dye in it. Okay, so we got the low side and it's open. We got the high side connected. And on the high side, I felt this cold. I think that's the pressure in my line went in. Low side, I don't feel nothing, but this did have pressure in it. But sometimes it could be a bad AC compressor, but we still gotta give it a shot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is whatever's in there, we're gonna recover it. So the machine's gonna take about 5 minutes, and meanwhile I'll prep up my oil. Okay, it's about to finish. Let's see what it's gonna pull out. After this, it's gonna drain the oil also. So we got 0.29 for a pound of 0.30. So let's let this complete and let's see what we get. So once we're done, if the AC worked really good, our pressure should be looking between 30 and 40. It could be close to 30, it could be 40, but in that range, it can't be below that. Even if it's below that a tiny bit, it's not a problem. You just might not have a perfect AC compressor to pump. Anyways, let's wait for this guy to drain the oil. So the oil is gonna come out in here. We're not gonna be able to see much, but that's why we got the oil ready in this baby. Okay, so there comes the oil. So it's sucking everything out of there. So the system's gonna get a complete service. Okay, so everything is done. We've recovered less than a half a pound, not even a half of a point, like a quarter of what we're supposed to have in there, 0.35. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna vacuum the system next. Let's do 20 minutes. Okay, we're not gonna change the oil in the machine. Okay, let's bump that up to 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a good time to vacuum the whole system up. We're not gonna do a leak test. I do not trust that. But we did put dye in this baby so we can check down the road. So 20 minutes later, we'll put the oil in and then we'll recharge the system. Okay guys, vacuum is complete. What we're gonna do here is, so we do need to put oil in this baby, okay? It's always gotta go in. Right now it's vacuumed. Okay, you see that? That valve is no good, but the cap will protect that. Anyways, down the road, we would have to change that. But the cap will hold that for now. And what we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna have to hold this to turn this pump in. So you guys are not gonna see this part. Okay, so all I did was pump in the gas, oil and Freon. Let's remove this. Let's put this baby back on. Now we had a vacuum pressure. Now we're gonna fill up the gas in this car. Okay, so let's charge the system up. Enter. Continue. We're gonna look for 2003 Honda Accord. Okay, right there, Accord 2.4. It's a 4-cylinder. Let's press enter. It's gonna ask me if I want to use both lines. Let's continue. 1.16 pounds is gonna be charged in there. Let's press OK. It's gonna ask me for both lines, and I do need to wait and make sure everything is in. The lines are open to push and pressure. And so we selected both. We're gonna press next and start. So it's charging. I should be able to feel these lines when it's charging. Cold, cold. Both lines are cold, okay? So once the AC is running, only one, the fat line, which is called the low side, should be cold, and this one should get nice and hot, okay? But anyways, a lot of people will try to use a can. The can is not gonna work because you already have pressure in there. Remember, we have pressure in the system, which was not much. Anyways, let's wait for the machine to finish, and then we will start the car, and we will look at the pressure, okay? So it's done. Let's press done. This is done. So right now, with the engine off, you have 100 and 110. What we're gonna do here is, let's start the engine and put the AC on. With the lines connected and they're open, let's see what we get. It should go down to between 30 and 40. There you go. The AC kicked in. Okay, there you go. Oh, there you go. Okay, okay. There you go. Perfect. So it's riding between 30 and 40. That's perfect. I like that. This one is okay. Usually if it's between 200, 250, I'm fine with that. And I'm happy with that. So this AC should be nice and cold. Yup, nice and cold. Alright guys, thank you for watching. And that's the way you're gonna recharge your AC system. If it's blowing hot air, system works, but doesn't give you cold air.